Hello and welcome to Spirit World Insights. I'm Jackie Lee, spiritual medium and healer, and coming to you from Thassos, Greece, connecting with my spirit guides. They come through as the Entourage. Today, I found out from a friend of mine that texted me this morning and said that it is World Bee Day, which, of course it is. Right when I'm here in Thassos, Greece, on a mission to help the bees. Of course it's National Bee Day or World Bee Day. I did not know that, of course, because I don't really have information coming into me from the external. It's more just information going out. So I was really glad that she let me know that. I did make a connection guided, I'm going to say guided connection meditation to the bees on my Clear Vibe channel. I'll put a link in that in the description below if you would like to go listen to that. It's just a 10-minute connection to the bees to say thank you and stuff. So if you're interested, please check that out, and if you know anyone else, please share it. For this video though, I would like to talk about some things that have been coming through some of the clients that I've talked to over the past week. And because the themes that they've been talking about are actually very consistent with the themes that I've been dealing with as well. I think I'm going to do a separate video maybe in regards to what is the update with the mission, helping the bees, because there's a lot. There's a lot of information that's coming through, and so I'll make that a separate video. But today, let's just talk about, first of all, the Entourage is just saying, maybe take a moment to close your eyes and center and ground yourself with Gaia and Source. Balance yourself from left hemisphere and right hemisphere and find your center and balance. And then say unify, if that resonates with you. And then maybe finding your way into your 8th chakra, up through the chakras, up into the 8th one. And then just sending your love, appreciation, and in heartfelt intentions out to the bees today. Okay, because it's not a coincidence that I was sent out here, as I now know, to help the bees, and that today happens to be a day to honor them. So I hope you'll take a moment to do that. Okay, so the topics that have been coming in around other people and myself is how do y'all want to say this? Just give me a second. It's been, I'm going to try to keep it together here. Yes, I have been crying a lot lately. Well, since I got here. Okay, how do you guys want me to say this? Okay, so many of you are likely experiencing communication breakdowns. And this causes confusion, and it causes delays. It causes impatience, intolerance, anger, frustration, just to name a few. Okay, I know why I've been having those problems, because it's letting me know what I'm here on mission to do. But for you, if you're experiencing these types of things, then it's likely that, and it's possible, again, I'm not sure, it might have something to do with, again, the sun and the solar CMEs and all of that. I don't know. I'm kind of right now with the mission, so I'm not sure, but it could be that kind of stuff that has caused this to happen. But regardless, it's a good thing. You know, it's happening because it's helping us, even though it's awful. It sucks in a massive way if you are experiencing even a quarter of what I've been dealing with. So let's just say that you might be dealing with it because it's pulling up the stuff that has been waiting to be seen, ready and waiting, thank you, to be healed, to be processed back to source so that you can open and expand your space in order to let those light codes, all those downloads come in and wake that DNA up. This is an ongoing process. It is not just, one and done. It's not just 2024. No, you guys, I can tell you, I've been cleansing, clearing, pulling junk up, healing relationships. I mean, you name it. I have been doing that for the past 5 years intensely, and it's still stuff coming up. So I encourage you not to think that there's ever going to be a day that you don't have to do any work anymore. And I don't do that to disappoint you. I say that because we're always going to be evolving constantly. And you have to ask yourself, do you want to? Do you want to expand and grow and allow this goodness in and let this deep, dark, sometimes painful crap go? You just have to ask yourself, are you willing to do that? And maybe today the answer is no. Boy, can I sympathize with you if it is. Because there are going to be, gotta keep it together. Sorry. There are going to be days where you're going to be like, I can't do it anymore. I'm done. I'm at my max. It happens. We're human. It's hard being human, especially if you're an empath, if you're a healer. Expansion is painful. My guides keep saying that. Expansion is painful, but yet there is love beyond the pain. They've taught me for years, you go through the pain to get to the love. We cannot heal without having both aspects. We have to have both. You have to have dark and you have to have light to come to neutral. You go through the pain to get to the love. So those of you that are struggling, that are having one obstacle after the other, over and over and over again, it's talking to you. It's showing you what needs to be healed or what is ready to be processed, or how to navigate going back to find the source of whatever that is so that you can let it go. And again, once you let it go, you're going to be able to bring more great, amazing, beautiful stuff in. But yes, you have to go through that part first. And I know that when you are not awake, this makes no sense to you because you're still in victim mode. But when you're awake and you understand the concept, you understand it from a higher consciousness, that you do need to be an active part of the co-creation of your life with source, with angels, guides, your higher self. We work together in order to help you with whatever it was that you contracted to do here. So hang in there. Keep asking questions. Keep looking for insights to come. when things happen, ask questions like, what did that mean? More specifically, what triggered you? What was it that triggered you the most? Because there are things that didn't trigger you because you're healed in that department. But whatever it is that is triggering you, say, what is it that bothered me? What does that feel like to me? And what can I relate that to? And then you ask your higher self, take me back to the source of whatever that is. And I hope you can do that and find that. This is what I help my clients do, is to get to that source so that I can help them navigate and move through and get through the healing and get to the other side. But if you already know how to do that and you're comfortable doing that, please do that. If you don't, seek help from somebody, because you will feel so much better once you process it. So look for the triggers, ask what they mean, how they make you feel, ask the source, and then bring it into the love and the light of your heart chakra, and ask it across all space, time, dimension, and reality to process back to love. And I mean, sometimes it can be that easy, and sometimes it's a little bit more involved again. But I'm just saying that, yeah, the entourage is like, take a deep breath. It's like, the idea is to encourage you, to keep going, not to give up. Because when you get knocked down so many times, or in so many ways that really strike chords that you know are ready to be processed, or are just so painful that you're just not ready. But evidently you are, or you would not be getting prompted and nudged to do it. What else do you guys want to say about that? They're talking about now is the time to allow these things to continue to come up, and that they're coming up more and more and more, and it's beyond my comprehension. But we just have to keep doing it, and that they are there to support us. The entourage is just saying that your own higher self, angels and guides, are there to help all of you to do this process. And you'll be glad you did. When it's over, you'll be glad you did. Even though right now it sucks. Okay. Okay, so that's what I'm gonna leave it at for now, in regards to what I felt like needed to channel and come through in order to help those of you that have been struggling a lot with confusion, with anger, frustration, disappointment, with all of the external, and I'm talking about 3D external things impacting your environment that is really throwing you for loops. This is what I'm talking about. You're asking about the triggers of that stuff, okay? So many blessings to those of you that are going through that kind of stuff. I will do another video. I'm not sure when, because I really want to be able to get it together. I've just been really hit by so many things lately that I just can't stop crying. So So at some point I am going to do another video that is going to talk a little bit more specifically about all of these things that are happening to me, because it's not about, well, it's part about me, but it's telling me about the mission that I'm doing here in order to help the bees and the trees and the flowers and the water. And it's a very interesting story. So I hope that you will stay tuned and check back, looking for that video that kind of goes into a little bit more detail about all the stuff that's happening and the symbolism behind it and how it relates to the mission. So yeah, thank you for watching. If you know someone that's been challenged with some confusing trials lately, and this video might help them or encourage them to hang in there and keep moving forward, because they will be glad they did in the long run, then I hope that you'll share it with them. Thank you for being patient with me. Thank you for just whatever, you know, if you want to send loving prayers of intention out to me, then I appreciate that from the bottom of my heart, because I really do want to complete this mission. I feel like I'm so close, but man, I'm like at the missions are always hard, but this is just the hardest. So yeah, and I think that just means that the bees are really struggling. So anyway, thank you, and until next time. Okay, thanks, Entourage.